guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. If it's your first time on my channel, hello, my name is Anne, and if you have been here already, welcome back. In today's video I'm gonna do this classic holiday inspired makeup look. A makeup artist called Summer Kusami, not sure if I'm pronouncing his name right. He posted this picture on his Instagram. Well, it's actually a video, and when I saw it I was like, oh my god, this is like the perfect holiday makeup look. So I wanted to do a inspired makeup look by the look that he posted, and this is how it turned out. He didn't post like any details on what products he used. I think like probably products from his own makeup line, but I don't have all of these. So I just had to really look closely to the makeup and just try to improvise. It didn't turn out like exactly the same as his look, but it's definitely inspired by him, so I wanted to give him some credits. Also in today's video I'm going to show you the whole makeup look, so not only the eyes, which I normally do, I'm also going to show you the whole makeup application. So we're just going to dive right into this video. I hope you're going to enjoy. So the first thing I'm going to do, like always, is priming my eyelids. I'll be using the MAC Cosmetics Soft Ochre Paint Pot in the shade... Oh no, the shade is Soft Ochre. It's a paint pot by MAC Cosmetics and the shade is Soft Ochre. And to apply this, I'm taking a Sigma Beauty P84 brush to apply this. I feel like I'm mentioning this in every video, but you know, maybe someone new is coming to my channel and they haven't seen me applying makeup before. So I kind of feel like I have to include this step so everyone knows which primer I use. So the first thing I'm going in with is this palette from Colourpop. These are all single eyeshadows, and I'm starting with this light color. I will make sure to mention all the products I'm using in the description bar. This is like a really neutral shade. If your skin is darker than mine, this shade might not show up, so you want to go in with a shade which is slightly darker. I wanted to use like a color which is a little bit warmer than my own natural skin color, but not too dark, like a really nice transition color. So if your skin color is like a lot deeper than mine, this shade is probably not going to show up. So if you want to create something similar, make sure you use a color which is slightly darker than your own natural skin color. So after doing this, I'm going to take the Buoyant Concealer from Benefit Cosmetics. I think I used the shade number 3, which is the lightest color I have. Benefit does have a lighter color, which is number 1. Or maybe they even have a shade 0, I don't know. But I have the shade number 3, and I'm gonna use a E25 brush from Sigma to apply this over the eyelid. Now every time I use concealer on the eyelid, most of the time it's to create like a cut crease, a really sharp crease. But right now I'm just kind of packing this on the eyelid, not too precise. I want to create like a transition in between the crease and the eyelid, but I don't want it to be like really harsh and very obvious. So that's why I'm doing it this way, so it's like really soft. Then I'm taking this pigment from Anastasia Beverly Hills, which they recently launched. A few months ago, I think. They launched a few shades, and this one is really pretty. It's more a cool tone shade. And I'm going to take my finger to apply this. You can also use a brush, spray a little bit of Fix Plus on it or any setting spray that you have, and then apply it. But I didn't want it to be like too intense. I just wanted it to be really soft, and I feel like with shades like this, I feel like you get most color payoff using your fingers. Same goes for like foiled eyeshadows and stuff. So I'm just using my finger just to keep it really simple. And I think the shade is really beautiful. This was like exactly what I wanted to go for when I saw like the picture that Summer Kusami posted on his Instagram. It was like really hard because he didn't mention any products he used, so I kind of had to like improvise and just really look at the eyeshadows and think, oh, maybe he used something like that. But I feel like it turned out pretty well. So now I'm taking this glitter from MAC, and I'm using the glitter glue from Anastasia Beverly Hills. The glitter is Reflects Gold. It's like a really subtle white glitter with a reflect of gold. It's really beautiful. I've been using it so many times on my channel, and it's definitely a stable product that I feel like every makeup artist needs in their life. It just adds that little sparkle to your look, which is so beautiful. You can apply it on top of any eyeshadow, and it just gives it that little extra. So for example, if I would have applied like a blue eyeshadow and applied a glitter on top of it, it would look completely different in comparison to what is what I'm doing right now. Like now it's looking more like a white gold. It's so beautiful. Definitely recommend that glitter. Then I'm taking some eyeliner. I'm taking the Inglot Black Jaw Eyeliner, which is a really nice dark jaw eyeliner. And I'm going to take a winged liner brush from Suiva and I'm going to create a winged liner. Now after creating the wing liner, I went in with a little bit of concealer and applied it right underneath the wing to make it look more sharp and clean. And then now I'm gonna finish off the rest of my face. I started with the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter in the shade number 3, I believe. I will make sure to mention everything down in the description bar. Then I applied my favorite face cream, which is the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. It's a really nice face cream. And then I applied the NARS Smooth and Protect Filter primer. I don't know what the name is, but I will make sure to like mention it in the description bar. It's really nice. I'm using it for the T-zone only. And then I went in with this foundation from NARS, which is the Radiant Longwear. I'm using it in the color Stromboli. And to apply this, I'm taking my Real Techniques buffer brush. First, I just applied a bit of that product like all over the face. And then I'm taking my brush to really buff it in. I feel like back in the days, I used to use like the beauty blender to apply my foundation. But I just feel like it soaks up so much product, so I rather use a brush like this one. I feel like it just gives me more color payoff, more coverage. I just really like it. And sometimes when I feel like it looks too heavy, I go in with a beauty blender at the end to kind of create a more softer finish. For my concealer though, I'm using the Shape Tape Concealer from Tarte. And for my concealer, I do like to use my beauty blender because this is already like a really high coverage product. And if I would use a brush, it would be still like really high coverage. But I feel like for my concealer, I don't need it to be that high coverage, if that makes sense. So I feel like a combination of the Tarte Cosmetics Shape Tape Concealer with a damp beauty blender, it's like a really nice combination. And it's like blends really nicely into the foundation. So I just buff everything into the skin. Then now I'm taking my favorite contour product, which is by Huda Beauty. This is the Contour Bronzer. I don't even know what the name is. It has like a really weird name. I'm using it in the shade Light, and I'm starting with a Real Techniques brush again. This is their contour brush. It's like a little bit tinier than their buffer brush, which I use for my foundation. And I start applying it along the jawline, which is gonna make it look really snatched. It will kind of hide my under chin a little bit, which I really like. And then I take my buffer brush, which has a little bit left over of foundation, and I blend it on top of it and along the edges to make it less harsh. I just don't like it when my contour looks too heavy. Then I go back in with the contour brush and I apply whatever is left on my brush on the jawline and the forehead. Then I'm taking this shimmering skin perfector from Becca Cosmetics. Really beautiful. It's like a liquid highlighter, and I apply it on top of my foundation on my jawline. No, not my jawline, my cheekbones, a little bit on my forehead, and sometimes when I want to be extra glowy, I also apply it on my chin, a little bit above the lips. But most of the time I just do it on my cheekbones and my forehead. Then after that, I'm taking this loose powder from Maybelline, which is in the number 10. And I'm gonna set everything in place, basically everywhere where I used concealer, and also underneath the jawline to make the line a little bit more snatched. I used to not always do this, but I feel like it really suits my face shape. It kind of makes my cheekbones stand out even more, and I just feel like it suits me well, even though it does make my contour look a little bit less natural because you can see the line a little bit sharper. But I'm not really bothered. I feel like it really makes my face look better in shape, so I don't even mind. Then I'm taking my favorite bronzer, which is by Benefit Cosmetics, the Hoola Bronzer. I'm taking a tinier brush from Makeup Studio and contouring my cheekbones even more. I really like to use like a cream product before I go in with powder. I could also go in with cream product only. You could already see like that my cheekbones were contoured, but I feel like setting it with powder makes it more long lasting. I always go on top of it with powder. I have more oily skin, so maybe if you have really dry skin you might want to just only use cream, but my skin is more to the oily side, so I don't get like really dry skin by using too much powder. Like, it's really beneficial for my makeup. So now I'm going back in with this eyeshadow from Makeupgeek, and I'm going to take a flat diviner brush and apply this all the way underneath the lower lash line. For now I'm done with the face, but I'm gonna finish it off when I'm done with the eyes. I first wanted to like focus on the eyes to finish that. I always do this like in the order that I'm doing it right now. When I have applied my foundation, my concealer, my bronzer, then I finish off the lower lash line. Then after that I'm gonna finish off the blush, the highlighter and the lips. Then I'm taking this shade again, which is a lighter color by Colourpop. Did I tell you guys it was Colourpop or Makeupgeek? I think I maybe mispronounced it, I don't know. But these are all by Colourpop, so I hope I mentioned everything correct. But like I said before, I will make sure to link everything in the description bar so you can find all the correct names of all the products. So this is a black eyeshadow from Colourpop from the same palette I showed you guys at the beginning. And applying a little bit of that underneath the lower lash line as well to kind of connect the winged liner with the lower lash line. Just a little bit around the corner. I feel like this makes it just look a little bit better. Like, if you wouldn't do that, your wing isn't really connected with the lower lash line. I think this way it looks better. Then I'm taking the Suiva Carnot pencil, which is a really nice nude tone palette. What am I saying? A nude tone pencil. It's a really nice color for the one line. I feel like white sometimes looks too harsh, so if you go in with a nude, it looks a little bit better. So now I'm going back in with the pigment that I used earlier for the eyelids and popping a little bit of that in the inner corner area just to give it that nice highlight. I really think that looks really pretty with today's eye look. I don't always go in with like a highlight in the inner corner, but whenever I use sparkles and stuff, I think it looks really nice. Then now I'm curling the lashes with a lash curler. Which is just a random lash curler. You can use any lash curler that you have. Then I'm taking the Rollerless mascara from Benefit, which is my favorite mascara, applying a coat on the upper lashes and on the lower lashes. I've been using this mascara for so long, like I think it's definitely my favorite mascara this year because I think I've been using it in almost every video. Then now for my fake lashes, I'm gonna take my Anytude Betty lashes, which are my current favorite lashes to wear. They're really easy to apply. They have like a really thin lash band, so it's easy to hide them with a little bit of eyeliner, and they're not too dramatic. I feel like lashes which are too dramatic, they just don't suit me. So here is the before applying lashes, and then here is the after. Like, they're not too dramatic. I think they're perfect. Then now for my highlighter, I'm gonna take this highlighter from Bobbi Brown, which is one of my favorite highlighters. I really like the undertone of this. It's more like a, it's not really cool tone, but also not really warm tone. It's like in between, and I feel like with my skin color, it looks really natural. I just like to have like more of a glow from within instead of a really obvious highlight, like really golden. I just think it doesn't suit me, and this shade is perfect. It's more rose golden, I think. Yeah, I just think it's really pretty, and I've been using it so many times this year, so I think it's also one of my favorite highlighters this year. Then I'm taking this blush from Makeup Forever. It's kind of like a neutral blush. It's a little bit more warm tone. It's really pretty and really pigmented. I think I might apply it a little bit too much, but during the day blush always fades really quickly on me, so I wasn't really bothered. Then now for my lip liner, I'm gonna take the Ruby Wood lip liner from MAC. A lot of people asked on my Instagram like, what lip liner did you use, because I showed a little bit, like a few sneak peeks of this look, And I said like it's Ruby Woo lip liner, and a lot of people didn't know that there is like a lip liner called Ruby Woo. Everyone knows like the Ruby Woo lipstick, but they also have a Ruby Woo lip liner, which is really nice. It's like a really classic red color. And then now for my lips, I'm gonna take the Fenty Beauty Stunna Lip Paint in the shade Uncensored, which is my favorite red lipstick. It's so beautiful red. It makes your teeth look really white. I think if you're searching for a nice red lipstick, this is the color. You guys are gonna like it. And then this is the end of the video. I really hope you all enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. This is really helpful for my YouTube channel. Also, if you guys have any suggestions for my next upcoming videos, don't hesitate to leave this down in the comments below. I was thinking about doing like a similar look, but using like gold glitter. A little bit more, this is more like cool tone gold, I think. And I want to do like a really warm golden glittery look, really soft like this look. And then maybe with a really dark burgundy lip, maybe a glossy, I don't know, something like that. Let me know if that sounds good. If that's something you're interested in, then we're gonna make that work. And yeah, I just hope you enjoyed, and hopefully I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys!